Did you know that over 400,000 people packed up and moved to quieter across the UK last year alone? And guess what? Most of them weren't retirees looking to settle down. They were young families and professionals, all chasing one thing: a better life. Now here's the real kicker. Some of the most breathtaking places to live aren't even on the typical tourist maps. They're hidden away like well-kept secrets, waiting for the lucky few to discover them. Imagine waking up to the sound of the sea instead of traffic, walking down cobbled streets that have seen centuries of history, or sipping your morning coffee with views straight out of a postcard. Sounds dreamy, right? But here's the catch. These towns are so charming, once you visit, you might never want to leave. In today's video, we're uncovering 10 of the most beautiful towns in the UK. Places so magical, you'll wonder why the whole world isn't already living there. Because the final town on our list. It's a hidden gem that even most Brits don't know about. Yet. Ready to find your dream town? Let's dive in. Number 1. Bibury, Gloucestershire. If fairy tales were real, they would probably be set in Bibury. Nestled deep in the heart of the Cotswolds, Bibury is often called the most beautiful village in England. And that's not just random praise. Even famous designer and writer William Morris said so back in the 1800s. Today, little has changed. The first thing that hits you about Bibury is how timeless it feels. Arlington Row, the village's most famous street, looks like it was pulled straight out of a storybook. Rows of ancient stone cottages with steeply pitched roofs and flower-filled gardens line the quiet river. These cottages date all the way back to the 14th century. They even appear inside British passports. But Bibury isn't just about good looks. It's part of a designated area of outstanding natural beauty, meaning it's protected to preserve its rare charm. According to surveys, towns like Bibury offer some of the best air quality and mental well-being scores in the UK. Imagine trading noisy streets and concrete jungles for fresh country air, the gentle sound of the River Colne, and breathtaking scenery at every turn. And although Bibury is small, it's full of life. Cozy pubs, friendly locals, and charming tea rooms make it feel like a real community, not just a postcard. If you're someone who dreams of slowing down, living close to nature, and waking up every day in a place that feels magical, Bibury might just be your perfect match. Stay tuned, because the next town we're visiting takes beauty to a whole new level. Number 2. Portree, Isle of Skye, Scotland. If you're craving wild beauty and dramatic landscapes, Portree might just steal your heart. Tucked away on the rugged Isle of Skye, Portree is a colourful harbour town surrounded by cliffs, mountains, and the crashing Atlantic waves. It's not just beautiful, it's otherworldly. The first thing you'll notice? The waterfront. A row of brightly painted houses sits right along the bay, creating one of the most picture-perfect scenes in all of Scotland. Every time you walk through town, it feels like you're stepping into a living painting. And there's more. Portree is the beating heart of Skye. Despite its small size, the town buzzes with life. Cozy cafes, artisan shops, lively pubs, and traditional music performances almost every night. According to a recent tourism survey, Portree is rated among the top 5 most beloved small towns for travelers seeking peace and adventure combined. But what truly sets Portree apart is the wilderness just outside your door. Just a short drive away, you'll find iconic sites like the Old Man of Storr, the Quiraing, and fairy pools. Places that feel like they belong on another planet. Hiking, boat trips, wildlife watching, Portree offers endless adventures for nature lovers. Imagine living in a town where weekends aren't spent in traffic jams, but exploring ancient cliffs, mystical waterfalls, and hidden lochs. Portree isn't just a place to live, it's a place to feel alive. If you're loving these dream destinations so far, make sure to subscribe and hit that like button. Also, drop a comment below. Would you trade city life for a colourful town like Portree? Stick around, the next town on our list might just be the perfect coastal retreat you've been dreaming about. Rye, East Sussex. Step onto the cobbled streets of Rye, and it feels like time simply stops. Here, medieval charm wraps around you like a cozy old coat, familiar, comforting, and rich with forgotten stories. Once a bustling seaport, Rye now rests quietly a few miles inland, guarding its centuries-old secrets behind ancient walls and winding lanes. Every corner you turn feels like uncovering a hidden chapter. Half-timbered houses lean at curious angles, flower boxes overflow from windows, and the salty whisper of the distant sea drifts through narrow alleyways known as Twittons. But don't mistake Rye's age for sleepiness. Beneath its historic shell, the town hums with creativity. Artists, writers, and dreamers have long found refuge here, drawn to the same haunting beauty that captured E.F. Benson. Today, quirky bookshops, cozy tea rooms, and independent galleries keep the spirit alive. A 2023 livability survey even ranked Rye among the top small towns in the south of England for community warmth and quality of life. It's the kind of place where everyone knows your name after a few visits to the local bakery. And there's something almost rebellious about Rye, a quiet defiance against the fast, noisy world outside. Here, life moves differently, slower, deeper. Imagine watching mist roll over ancient rooftops every morning, or listening to the gentle creak of old tavern doors swinging open at dusk. In Rye, every day feels like stepping into a living painting. And once you're here, you might never want to step back out. Number 4. Castlecombe, Wiltshire. Imagine a village so perfectly preserved it feels like set, yet everything around you is real, untouched by time. Welcome to Castlecombe, a place often called the prettiest village in England. Tucked into the rolling hills of Wiltshire, Castlecombe is the kind of place where the modern world politely stops at the edge of town. No traffic lights, no satellite dishes, no bustling supermarkets, just narrow stone bridges, ivy-clad cottages, and a church that has stood watch for over 700 years. It's no wonder Hollywood fell in love with it. Movies like Warhorse and Stardust used Castlecombe as their backdrop. But behind the cinematic beauty lies a living, breathing village where life moves gently and deliberately. Conservation laws here are strict. New buildings are virtually banned. And that's exactly why Castlecombe remains frozen in such breathtaking perfection. In fact, studies on rural conservation note that villages like Castlecombe have some of the highest heritage satisfaction scores, meaning residents feel an unusually deep connection to their history and surroundings. Visitors often say there's a kind of magic in the air here. Maybe it's the golden Cotswold stone glowing at sunset. Maybe it's the sound of the Bybrook River murmuring under ancient bridges. Or maybe it's simply that rare feeling that you found somewhere that still believes in beauty for beauty's sake. If you ever long for a life wrapped in storybook charm, Castlecombe is waiting, unchanged and unhurried. Number 5. Tenby, Pembrokeshire, Wales. Sunlight dancing off turquoise waters, candy-coloured houses stacked along cliff tops, sandy beaches stretching as far as the eye can see. Welcome to Tenby, the Welsh seaside town that looks like it was hand-painted just for dreamers. On the southwest coast of Wales, Tenby feels like a perpetual holiday. And it's not just for show. Tenby regularly tops lists of the best coastal towns in Britain, loved for its relaxed pace, friendly locals, and stunning views. In a recent survey, it ranked among the UK's happiest towns. And honestly, one look at those golden beaches, and you'll understand why. Inside its ancient medieval walls, Tenby buzzes with life. Narrow lanes lead you to bustling markets, cosy cafes, and cheerful pubs, where laughter spills onto the streets. Boats bob lazily in the harbour, while seagulls wheel overhead, crying into the salty breeze. But Tenby isn't just a pretty face, it's full of character. You'll find 13th century churches tucked between ice cream parlours and hidden gardens blooming behind old stone walls. Every summer, the town hosts festivals, art shows, and outdoor concerts that light up the promenade with colour and music. What makes Tenby truly special to slow you down, to remind you how sweet life can be when it's simple. A barefoot walk along South Beach, fish and chips by the harbour, a sunset that turns the whole sky into fire. In Tenby, it's easy to forget your to-do lists and deadlines and start remembering how to simply live. Number 6. Lavenham, Suffolk. Lavenham feels like a living museum, its centuries-old streets steeped in history, yet somehow still alive with stories waiting to be told. Walking through the village, you're immediately struck by the unique charm of its medieval timber-framed houses. These aren't just quaint buildings. They are the bones of a village that has witnessed centuries of English life unfold. With over 300 of these protected buildings, Lavenham boasts some of the best preserved medieval architecture in the entire country. Once a prosperous wool town, Lavenham was at the heart of England's economy during the 15th century. Its wealth is still visible in the grand houses with tall gabled roofs and beautifully carved doors. Every turn seems to whisper tales of merchant fortunes, royal visits, and medieval life. Even today, these centuries-old structures still house modern families, giving the village a rare sense of continuity. The past is not just remembered, it's lived. In fact, studies on English heritage towns show that places like Lavenham offer some of the highest heritage satisfaction ratings, where residents feel deeply connected to the land and its past. The village itself is a testament to the idea that the best places to live aren't just built for today. They honour yesterday. But it's not just about history. Lavenham is also a vibrant community with independent shops, art galleries, and charming cafes tucked away in its winding streets. Whether you're browsing through antique tea in a cozy tea room, Lavenham's pace offers a rare respite from the rush of modern life. In Lavenham, history isn't something you just read about. It's something you live, breathe, and feel. Number 7. Cushendun, Northern Ireland. Nestled along the stunning Antrim coast, Cushendun feels like a peaceful escape from the world. It's a tiny village where time seems to stretch just a little longer, and every breath of fresh sea air feels like a gift. What makes Cushendun so special is how untouched it feels. Its whitewashed cottages line the edge of the village, their simple beauty standing in perfect harmony with the rugged cliffs and rolling hills surrounding it. The sound of the sea, the scent of wildflowers, mountains in the distance create a backdrop that feels almost otherworldly. Quiet, unspoiled, and impossibly serene. This village is more than just a picture-perfect spot. It's a haven for those looking to reconnect with nature. The Cushendun Bay offers spectacular views of the coastline, where the waves crash against the shore with a timeless rhythm. It's not just a place to visit, it's a place to feel, to slow down, and to reflect. Cushendun may be small, but it packs a lot of charm. The local pub has an inviting warmth, offering a taste of Northern Irish hospitality. The village is also famous for its annual arts festival, drawing artists and creators from all over. But despite its creative buzz, there's an undeniable sense of peace here. The kind of quietude you can't find in busier, more tourist-heavy spots. If you're someone who craves simplicity, beauty, Cushendun offers just that. In a world that's always rushing forward, it's a place that invites you to pause, breathe, and truly enjoy the present. Number 8. Painswick, Gloucestershire. There's a saying that Painswick is the queen of the Cotswolds, and when you step into this village, it's easy to see why. Known for its rich history and striking beauty, Painswick is the kind of place where every step feels like a gentle walk through time. The village is a visual masterpiece, with honey-hued stone cottages nestled between breathtaking hills. But what truly makes it shine is its relationship with nature. Painswick feels like a village that exists in perfect harmony with the land around it. One of its most striking features is the Painswick Rococo Garden, a rare gem that dates back to the 18th century. With its twisting pathways and artistic layout, it feels like you've stepped into a forgotten corner of history. The garden is particularly famous for its 99 ancient yew trees, carefully maintained in a remarkable pattern, creating a stunning visual spectacle that draws visitors from far and wide. In addition to its natural beauty, Painswick is home to some of the most well-preserved Georgian architecture in the country. Walk through its narrow lanes, and you'll pass elegant buildings that seem almost too perfect, untouched by time. It's a place that offers a deep connection to history, but also an invitation to enjoy the present, to pause, look around, and appreciate the peace it brings. In Painswick, there's a stillness that invites reflection. Whether it's the quiet hum of nature, the gentle rustling of trees in the garden, or simply the pace of life that slows to match the rhythm of the seasons, Painswick seeking tranquility. Number 9. St. Ives, Cornwall. If there's one place where the sea, the sky, and art collide in perfect harmony, it's St. Ives. Nestled on the southwestern tip of Cornwall, this small seaside town has long been a haven for artists, surfers, and anyone looking to be inspired by its stunning coastline and light-filled streets. The first thing that hits you is the light, bright and crisp, filtering through the clouds and bouncing off the sparkling blue waters. It's the same light that first captured the imaginations of artists like Barbara Hepworth and Ben Nicholson, who made St. Ives their home in the mid-20th century. Today, the town still attracts creative souls from around the world, drawn to its dramatic scenery and the sense of peace that only a coastal village can offer. But St. Ives isn't just for artists. It's a town that knows how to live. Picture this. Mornings spent exploring cobblestone streets lined with art galleries, afternoons on golden beaches where the surf crashes against the shore, and evenings at lively pubs overlooking the harbour with a pint of Cornish ale in hand. There's a vibrant art scene here too, with the Tate St. Ives bringing world-class exhibitions to this small town, while local artists continue to showcase their work in independent galleries. There's something intoxicating about St. Ives. It's a town that captures the essence of life by the sea. Whether you're strolling along the beach or wandering through the maze of streets, St. Ives invites you to slow down, soak in the atmosphere, and rediscover the simple pleasures of life. Number 10. Crail, Fife, Scotland. Tucked away on the eastern coast of Scotland, Crail feels like a place untouched by time. This picturesque fishing village is often overlooked in favour of its more famous neighbours, but it's this quiet, unassuming nature that makes Crail so special. Gem where the slow pace of life invites you to breathe deeper, relax, and truly enjoy the simple beauty of coastal living. Walking through Crail feels like stepping back into history. The cobbled streets, with their gently curving lanes, lead you past stone cottages and harbour views that haven't changed in centuries. The harbour itself, dotted with colourful fishing boats, has been at the heart of the village for over 1,000 years. The sound of seagulls calling and the gentle splash of waves against the shore create a peaceful soundtrack to your day. But it's not just the history that draws people here. It's the way this place makes you feel. In Crail, you're invited to slow down, to savour your surroundings, and to appreciate the beauty of a quiet life. The village is known for its art galleries, quaint cafes, and local seafood, reflect its close-knit community and simple, unpretentious charm. Imagine living here, waking up to the smell of the sea, wandering down to the harbour for freshly caught fish, or taking a quiet walk along the cliffside with views of the North Sea stretching into the horizon. In Crail, life moves at its own pace, and there's a peaceful magic in that. And there you have it, 10 breathtaking UK towns that might just be calling your name. Which one would you love to move to? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. We'd love to hear from you. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to check out our previous one for more hidden gems. We put a lot of effort into making these videos. Just subscribe button. It's just one click, but it means the world to us. Thanks for watching and see you in the next adventure.